Hello and thanks for joining us. Georgians out at the polls today, voting in primary elections across the state to determine who will appear on the general election ballot in November.
Interest in the primaries has been high. The state shattered the record for turnout in the early voting period with more than 850,000 votes before Election Day even arrived.
Of course, one race we are watching closely, the race for Georgia's Republican candidate for governor. Whoever wins will face Stacey Abrams in the November general election. Now,
for Governor Brian Kemp to face Abrams again, he'll need to beat top challenger David Perdue tonight. We have crews following both candidates, Ashlyn Webb with the governor's camp at the Georgia College Football Hall of Fame in downtown Atlanta.
And Kalisha Moore with David Perdue at the Sheraton Suites Galleria in northwest Atlanta.
We begin with Ashlyn Webb following the incumbent. Ashlyn joins us live outside the College Football Hall of Fame.
Yes, Frank and Lori, Kemp's campaign says he's set to arrive here sometime before 7 o'clock as polls are closing to watch the results roll in with his supporters. Kemp seems really confident going into tonight, and the polling backs that by showing a large win for Kemp. The latest polling from our sister station in Atlanta shows Kemp has a pretty large lead ahead of former U.S. Senator David Perdue. 56% of those polled said they would vote for Brian Kemp. 31% said David Perdue. Other Republicans were polling single digits. The high possibility of Kemp winning the Republican nomination tonight without a runoff is really the consensus across the board for other major polls by various Atlanta news outlets. Kemp says he's running on his record the last 4 years. He says his campaign and family has put in the work. Now he's prepping for a rematch against Democrat Stacey Abrams.
That is why we're in a fight for the soul of our state. And that's why this family has been getting up every single day to make sure that Stacey Abrams is not going to be our governor or the next president.
And we'll be here throughout the night watching the results come in and giving you the updates from the Kemp campaign. Reporting in downtown Atlanta, Ashlyn Webb, 13 WMAZ News.
Thank you, Ashlyn.
And now to the governor's top challenger, former U.S. Senator David Perdue, Kalisha Moore, following his campaign. She joins us live from northwest Atlanta with the latest.
Frank, that's right. I'm still here outside of the Sheraton Hotel where David Perdue's campaign party is set to kick off in just under an hour now. And on the last day of early voting, the governor hopeful made several stops around the state to rally in hopes of beating Governor Brian Kemp. One of those stops, Bibb County. While there, Perdue was asked what he'd like to tell voters in the 11th hour.
Battle between state control and individual liberty. If you believe like I do in conservative values, it all comes down to this governor's race, because we will not be able to stop the Biden madness if we lose this governor's race against Stacey Abrams. I believe that our governor has divided our party. If he were really going to be able to bring us together again, why wouldn't he have done it already?
That campaign party again set to kick off at 7 p.m. We'll be going inside at 6:30 and hopefully bringing you more details as well as hearing from Perdue himself. Live in Atlanta, Kalisha Moore, 13 WMAZ News.
All right, thanks very much, Kalisha, following David Perdue's campaign tonight.